Just waiting for confirmation. Is it live? Let's get this Facebook out of here. And yes, we are live. How y'all doing? Welcome to another Base Hang. This is Base Hang 36. I have two guests with me. I knew for sure I was going to have one. Glad Lobster decided to drop in as well. So, Base Hang 36, we have Archetype's guitar owner, Ben Hirschberger, in the building. He's the cat that actually created my baby, the BTK5. And just kind of wanted to bring him on, introduce him, and then, talk about the company and stuff like that. What you possibly have coming in the woodworks and stuff like that. And then, not last but not least, the Lobster Man himself. Yeah, man, the Lobster Man himself. So, how's your Sunday?
Good. Oh, nice. Good, man. How about you?
Can't complain. I didn't have to wake up at 6, so
Yes, that.
that's good. Ben also plays at my church. He's a guitar player at the church. So yeah, having to get up at 5 and 6 o'clock is it's not the business. But yeah, so we have like 5 people here. If you would, for those that are watching, go ahead and comment where you're watching this base hang from. I just kind of like to know. It's a thing. I don't know why it's a thing, but it's a thing. Nick Bonner, what's happening? Alrighty then. So let's go ahead and get into. I do not want to spill the beans on the next up and coming BTK, but I want to spill the beans on the next up and coming BTK. So I'm gonna start with this one. So can you tell me about the construction of this? I know I can, but I'm gonna mess up the woods and stuff.
No, you're good. The body is alder,
Mhm.
and the neck is Babinga with Purple Heart laminations in it,
Okay.
and then
The
hip shot
tuners themselves.
ultralight gold
Yeah.
hardware or tuners. The bridge is hip shot A brass, solid brass, and then what do we got?
Seymour Duncan,
Yeah, Duncan
Music
Stingray,
Man. Yeah.
Alnico 5, and then the 5 string P quarter pound
The
pickups. What else I
Adair
got?
Priya. Yep.
Yeah, Auder 4 band, um,
18 volt
volt.
system.
I got the battery box in the back, so you can just pop them out. You don't have to. You don't need tools or any of that good stuff.
It's actually pretty
It's in
cool,
the
dude.
pocket too.
Like it's actually pretty dope.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's
a oh crap on stage. I can pop a battery in type of deal.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, I
yeah,
just stole
dude.
one out of a tuner or something. Popped in the.
Yeah. So my man Lobster ran across a situation where he had a bass from a company that we are not going to say at the present moment, cost a pretty penny and did not have a bass compartment, like a battery compartment on the back
Oh
of it.
yeah.
Not gonna say what company that is. Just gonna leave that alone. But it's there's cheap bases out there, Ibanez that actually have it.
It's a culmination of companies, if you will,
Mm.
Hmm.
in a particular, very popular jazzy configuration.
Oh, yes,
Per
yes.
se.
Yeah, for
Anyway,
whatever reason, like even with the most of the preamps you buy off the shelf, it comes with that little clip you put in there, or maybe a piece of Velcro to hold the battery.
Yeah.
so
I'm too much of a pessimist when it comes to things going wrong to have something where I need a Phillips screwdriver or whatever to get at it. It
yeah,
will break, or it will
yes.
die
If
on
it
you in the
can,
wrong moment.
if
Murphy.
it can, it'll do it.
Yeah, totally.
All right, Bakersville, California, Massillon, Ohio. Don't even know where that. What is that? Where is that by? Fleece. What's happening, man? Got Ruben in the house.
What's that, Ruben?
Yeah, watching from Ghana.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Shit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Pop bass me, what's happening? Hello. And let's see. Y'all need to check out Felton Guitars for sure, my man.
Is that the Beeve down there in Florida making those?
I
Any
don't know
relation?
where they're out of, but I did get the chance to talk to. I think I have talked to Nick Bonner. The name didn't ring a bell, but then he said that check out Felton. But yeah, I think I have talked to him, and he's played on it, and it actually does sound good. It's interesting. I have to look into that.
Are Felton guitars? Is that Beaver Felton?
I don't know.
He's the guy who owns what's it? Bass Central in Florida, the big old bass shop.
Could be.
Nice.
I got my BFR and my BFR bongo and classic from there. Stingray Classic.
All right. So, because this is how my mind works. I segue, and I'm trying to stay on topic here. How long you been creating guitars and basses, Ben?
Oh man, since '97, I think, something like that.
97.
Long time ago.
Okay, so a cool little ditty. Everybody that plays a guitar at my church has a luthiered Archetype guitar. Everybody on stage is playing it. So sounds good. It doesn't. And the crazy thing is, once I play this, it's hard for me to go back to my other basses because it gives me the thing I want, and I don't want to neglect the other ladies. It's just they don't have the thing, man. They don't have the thing. So there is
I appreciate
that.
it,
Now, I do need to be looking at the comment section and stuff, but this next iteration, I'm not going to say the electronics, but I will say the preamp is going to be Audaire again. Okay. Hip shot again for the tuners and the bridge and all that stuff. Do I still need to get caps? I still need to get the caps, right? For the preamp?
knobs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta pick that up. So it's something that I haven't seen on a 5-string, though I have seen it on a 4-string. It's
But
a
not this
pickup.
way.
Yeah, I've never
Close.
seen this particular pickup configuration on a 5-string bass. So this is gonna be, oh, well, I can say it's a one-off until somebody sees it and they're like, yes, that. So yeah,
Well, it still won't be exactly like yours, right?
that's true. That is true. Oh man. So somebody else is impressed. Those Waller basses behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I have this
Okay.
puny little bit back here.
You say that, but yours looks fake.
Yeah.
Yours looks like a green
Watch
screen.
this magic trick.
Oh, is that one of those two interactive backgrounds?
Oh man, that's money right there, dude. Business is good. From Scotland, what's going on?
Nice.
Ruben calling in from Costa Rica. He's somebody that always is watching, man. And Felton Guitars in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yes, indeed.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Gotta mess with me on my channel. Bring your negativity here.
Oh, by the way, Bully, I dig the green screen going on.
Yeah, man, it's different. Figure I try it out. It's yeah, it's not really a flag there. It's just a thing. Yeah.
Well, good for my
Usually
end.
my room is usually trash. So and it is true to spec. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just not deal with it.
You guys can't see what over there looks like. You don't want
Yeah, we just, let's just, how far away is this? Okay, here's the, yep. Yeah, okay, that's the only frame of reference you need. Great. Can't see I got my toes out.
It's all about the illusion.
Yeah. The house is burning, but
Yeah.
what you see is a strong front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My shotgun mic isn't picking up the kids running around screaming in the other part of the house.
Yeah. Good question. Lobster, you want to take a swing at it?
For a nice 4-string.
What is nice?
Yeah, well, what is nice? What are you looking to play? I mean, I'm a Music Man fanboy. My girlfriend got me a sweatshirt for Christmas that says Music Man, which is cool. I really like my Cutlass right now, but I mean, those are like hard to find. Stingray Special, never let you down. Those are nice 4-strings.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a
And
little
Archetype.
TLC.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, that's a solid one.
Man, the man delivers. Ooh, that's a nice neck.
Turn and show the back of it.
Yeah. Give us the full show. The full show here. Nice and slow, like.
A little. You probably can't see it. That's a flame fingerboard right there. I
Ooh.
don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, dude.
Passive.
That is a beauty, my friend. That is
Kick-ass
a
bridge
beauty.
there. I like it. That's my new gig bass. That's the thing that's bad. It's like a disease. I have this job. I need to be able to build a bass for that.
That's the great thing and the thing that sucks because you end up with like, I don't know, an armory of basses and you only play 3 gigs in a year. You gotta have options. I understand that, but geez.
Okay,
like
the sun's over
everything in
here.
that-
The wind. I should use that bass.
Yeah. All right.
I made
so-
everything in that boat over there. And half of that boat over there.
Okay.
I don't get to keep many of them, but prototypes.
Oh, that's what you call them. That's how you.
Something like that.
That's how you do it. Okay. So the hardware on it. Did you go with? Is that Seymour Duncan pickups?
Yep.
And that was a
These are
passive
the-
bass, right?
Yeah, this is passive. I just went volume tone, and yeah, these are the vintage stack. I think noiseless.
Okay.
And-
So you got them just wired up together the whole time.
Yeah, I'll probably put a blend knob in it. I just wanted to try that because, like, I wanted the most reliable bass I could come up with. So, and I'm
Less
used to my
connections.
passive jazz, so I'm like trying to roll 2 volume knobs at once, and it almost always lives in that both on position at that gig anyway. So I just hardwired them together and then put a tone in there.
You have them in a series or parallel?
They are in parallel, I believe.
Well, if you did them in series, would it hum?
No.
No, they're still out of polarity, I believe, but this
Interesting.
one, this
My
got the ultralights too.
my FGN has the series parallel push pull, the FGN
Nice.
jazz bass, and yeah, I mean the second volume control doesn't work because then you have just essentially one big old pickup there, but
Yeah.
it gives us a little extra kick.
Yeah. Actually, Bully, you want to tell them about a little mod we're gonna do to the original BTK?
Yes.
You might be able to let that one out.
So yeah, that I can say that because this is already here. So I'm assuming it's going to be placed here. That's what I'm assuming.
Somewhere in there, yeah. Somewhere in that.
Okay.
Little
So
semicircle.
because the Music Man pickup has the ability to do tapping as 4 conductor, gonna put in a switch to be able to toggle what
Yeah,
we're
different
doing.
Coil modes,
Yeah.
split,
So
and series parallel and such.
that's
So they have even more options.
how could I be so lucky? I never knew.
Well, I'm interested to hear how some of those positions blend with that P pickup as well. There'll be some interesting options there because it's a
Yeah.
cool tone with both of them, the way it is.
Yeah, and then I have and this is you probably hear this. I'll play the whole church service on the P pickup, just leave the Music Man out, and then whenever the pastor comes up to talk, I'll switch to the back pickup. I'm like, take the
Yeah.
take the treble out, stick it.
Yeah. It gets funky when they're talking.
Yeah, oh yeah, I don't care about what you said, kinda. So yeah, I
You can
probably
always
should
watch
say that.
our friend
Yeah.
Rich, who's a bass player. You can watch him sit out there and just. He's not listening. He's listening to him.
Rich, not the same Rich, by the way.
Yeah.
Long
Rich
Island,
lives here.
cool. First time joining, loving it, cool. Well, appreciate it. I'm gonna try to start getting back to doing this every Sunday at this time. Just hop on, talk to y'all. It's pretty fun. Get to meet new people. Getting back in the base, I want to buy one and get the smoke. Okay. If you're just getting back in the base, what's a inexpensive base lobster?
Glary, Harley Benton.
That's a solid choice. That's a solid choice.
Though they're all out of they're like all out of stock now, dude. Like I took a look at the Stingray thing, like the one I'm giving away, and that one is 13 to 17 weeks out.
Ooh.
Really?
Like
Crap.
Nobody could for that.
Yeah. You also have Archetype guitars, obviously. And you can reach him on his website at archetypeguitars.com. Also follow him on Instagram and Facebook.
Shameless.
Hey man, Archetype guitars. What? I never knew. It's got a hold of it. Oh man, so they got to see I think they're talking about your bass, Ben.
Oh.
The where you slow mode it. Yeah, that is a gorgeous J bass. Yep.
Agreed.
Agreed. It's weird because this is actually going to be one of the production models I'm going to come out with. Of course, there's fingerprints on it, but it's kind of P and J. Like people make a hybrid of the pickups all the time, but this is a hybrid of the body too. It's like offset, but
not really.
But
yeah, it's offset, but not as extreme.
Still, the camera's kind of warping it, but it's like a little offset down here, but not quite as much.
And then you decide to go with the that shape in the pick guard to hint the P bass type thing. That's an interesting choice.
The Praz.
Yeah,
exactly. Praz bass. There's the name. Whoops.
Yeah, man. Let's see. All Aguilar Electronics. Man, I mean, Lobster did a series with the Sterling basses, and that was one of the setups. So I text you, but I didn't quite hear the response. Which one on your series, which one surprised you the most? And which one you were like, it's okay?
So, great questions. The one that surprised me the most was the EMG, and that one also won the poll and is part of the holiday giveaway, which I just dropped a video on like a couple hours ago, and it's like, what was it at? Oh, 700. Yeah, people want free shit.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
so if y'all are watching this, y'all go ahead and head over to Lobster's channel, watch the video so you can get all the details and see if you can get you one of those free bases. I think there's 3, right?
3 of them.
Yeah.
We got the EMG SUB, the Harley Benton MM, the Stingray thing, and that has the Tone Monster, the different preamp. So there's 2 types of preamps, it turns out. Okay. There's the SBK, which is the ones that we've looked at.
Yeah.
That's the one I put in the sub, and that's the one that you put in the Indian.
Indian, yeah.
And it doesn't really give you a lot of that much kick.
I don't know if it's the pickup or but we saying the same thing.
It's just the same preamp that we have.
Yeah,
we have the same preamp in the SUB and yours. And the SBK doesn't really do it for me. Doesn't give you a lot of boost or cut. The SEB preamps, they're like $10 more expensive. They have a gain knob on the preamp module. The module itself looks like a Bartolini, 100%. Looks like the little rectangle epoxy thing with the little gain knob on it. Too big for the cavity. I had to Dremel a bit out, but I got it in there. I had my Tech Dom route out a battery cavity, and so that thing has the Tone Monster 2 band in it, and that has some kick. Oh,
okay.
I had to turn the gain down pretty much all the way because otherwise it was just like pow.
All right, so that's the one. The MG is the one that surprised you. Which one?
Yeah.
Like meh.
Which one that I was like meh? I'd say of all of them, I was meh about the Bartolini preamp because it was like $200 and it really didn't give me a lot versus the other ones. I mean, the EMG, the Aguilar, and the Nordstrand really targeted the frequencies that you want targeted in a Stingray. Gave you, the crispy mids and really gave you the flexibility right in the meat.
All right. So Ben, sorry for interjecting, Lobster. Ben, to get you up to speed, he bought 8 of the same bases and then took a different preamp and pickup situation for each one of the bases and then installed them all and then played them all basically against each other.
Okay, cool.
In a nutshell, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, so it was Aguilar, EMG, Nordstrand, Seymour Duncan, Tone Monster. Oh, there's one more.
Yeah, it's probably the myth. You said Bartolini?
Bartolini, yep. Johnny's preamp.
Johnny's, yeah.
That one's nice. That's a nice preamp. And then my Minto Ray project, which is a dark glass preamp and a Delano pickup.
Another nice.
Try more of those.
Those are sick preamps. I mean, they have there are a lot of dark glass special sauce voicing going on there, where it's not just like here are your frequencies and then you can boost them. It's like we're sprinkling on some of the good on there, and then
nice.
we take it from there because you get that the trebly the dark glass sound. You know what I'm talking about, like and all the pedals and stuff. You get that in that preamp, which is pretty cool. And even though it's only a 3-ish band with a high mid, low mid, and bass, it's good stuff.
Yeah, he played it like I didn't know. It wasn't the assembly fairly easy as well, like all plug and play stuff.
Yeah, so about that, I had to get my tech to route a side jack because he had a drill bit big enough to get that done. But it turns out you can get a stacked 50K pot, which means that you can use a regular Stingray control cavity with a 3-knob config and just do a stacked like bass and low mid or whatever, or bass and high mid.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll take some soldering though, but like it's not bad soldering. I like soldering minus the smell.
I mean, yeah, it does. I just put stuff off, dude. Like I got stuff I gotta fix. I gutted my Raider bass to throw that into the Sterling, and I haven't put anything in there, and it's just sitting there butt naked, just over there. I feel bad about it. Also, I don't care. So I'm just kind of just not, let's see what we're talking about over here.
Russell, you're not supposed to inhale. That's some Bill Clinton BS right there.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I did not inhale.
And then, yes, that is nice. Notifications actually work. Sweet. I was kind of wondering. Let's see.
Oh, great question, Richard. I have the pickup right here. Ooh, DiMarzio Relentless Shiny. Is that what they're called? Yeah. I haven't put this in anything yet, clearly. And the bridge, I haven't put it in anything yet either. That bridge might go in the Minto Ray. That's going to get some additional mods in the future. Maybe an additional pickup. We'll be seeing that. But
wait, hold on. Yeah. Don't just breeze past that like you didn't just say that. What?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Let's go to my little drawer here. Got a matching Delano, but of a different shape. Let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? Seeing it here first.
Oh, interesting. I like your style.
Don't know volume into the dark glass.
I have no idea where I've seen that combination before. That's good taste.
This time we're doing it right. Oh, I meant for the Harley Benton, not you. I'm sorry. Oh shit. I didn't know because I looked at this Harley Benton too that had the same pickup config, and it was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was like Bully and I had high hopes for that as a little.
Oh
modding
man, I was already calling it. Like he bought it, and then I was like, "Hey, go ahead, swing it my way, because I can beat the crap out of that one and love the dub on mine. It's the same pickup configuration." Harley Benton had, I got 2 bases from them, and they both were great. So I was like, "Come on," and then send it my way, and you got it. And he was just like,
so
ew.
bad. So bad. It felt okay, but it was 11 pounds, and the pickups just sounded like ass, and the preamp was ass too. It's like, okay, this is a $400 about Harley Benton. Like, this is they're cream of the crop right here, and this is like, I don't want to dump another $200 or $300 into it to make it like an okay base for what? To sell it?
Yeah.
Bye. On Reverb, you go.
Yeah, man. Y'all are hilarious. Let's see.
That lead.
Private Rabbit Host has found it splittable. Okay. And then it says Shannon uses that configuration, but the bucker is in the neck position.
Oh yeah, on his.
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let me do some due diligence here. We have the technology, and I actually forgot what type of bass he's actually running.
It's Yamaha, right? I think.
Possibly. Let's just share screen and then go on over here and then boom, sauce, and then let's see.
Oh yeah, his Yamaha Attitude.
Ooh, aptly named.
What are you doing? Interesting.
Yeah. Like a Mudbucker kind of config at the neck, and then a P with a stereo outputs. I think individual volume for each of the pickups.
That's interesting. Oh, this the bass that's got the little scoops at the thing.
Yeah,
man.
Oh yeah,
It got like scoop outs, scallop. Yeah. I was like, why have I seen that before? I think Schecter tried to take something that looked like that, just like the with the inlays.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like a Riot or something. Yeah, they tried to do that.
The Riot has the scalloped frets too.
Yeah, I think so. They tried to do the same, copy the same thing.
That's the 8th string.
That's an 8th string though. Jesus Christ. Hard pass.
I can do without tuning that.
Yeah, man. So yeah. Well, that was nifty because of technology and such.
Oh yeah, Russell said that the Attitude base has angled neck screws, where 2 of them are going direct in, and then 2 of them are going in at like almost like a 30-degree angle.
Yeah, I talked to him about that idea for like neck support, having 4 going in and then 2 like right that way. Yeah. It's pull his pocket back. He's like, nah. And I was like,
you
okay.
can, but I mean, the 4 aren't going anywhere.
I mean, I think Fender originally like didn't do it right with their like where the Mexicans are at with the shallowish neck pocket, where you get like the kind of crappy B string on the 5s. But then on the Americans, they went a bit deeper into the body, and like the Music Mans have the 6-bolt neck pocket that's right in there. Never have a problem with the Bs on those. So it's all about the deep pocket. Like your signature bass has that.
Yeah, man. It's perfect.
This one has the same thing. It goes.
Yeah.
Way
That's
in
what
there.
I'm saying, man.
And this one, actually, I put the bridge as far back on the body as humanly possible so that the neck would go in even further. And you can still, because it's offset, you can still get all the way to 20. But yeah, it's got to fit tight. Like you could, when you push that, when you stick your neck into the pocket, it's tight.
I knew this was going there.
Pew, pew, pew.
I knew this was going there. Yeah. So,
Hey, speaking of neck pockets,
mhm.
have you shown him the red sub and the picture that's on the website for the
Ooh,
red sub?
no, I
'Cause
have.
that's a disaster of a neck pocket on the website
But
picture,
it's also,
and then they fixed it. Yeah,
yeah.
when
Which
you get it, it's completely different. You're like, thank you for not giving me the one on the
Yeah.
website.
and
Right.
also, thank you for giving me one that's not on the website.
Yeah,
All right, so I'm gonna pull up a picture of what this thing is. Let me share screen again. Let's go over here and here. Y'all ready for this? All right, so let's
Yeah.
get that down. So this is what it looks like, right? Zoom in on it, right? Multi-scale situation, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about this.
it's next one over is the one that has the close up.
Y'all see that?
How bad is that?
Like, I can't make it any bigger. But this was cause for concern, and I was interested in it just to
Screws
know.
were on sale that day.
Yeah. The neck is supported by your dreams and imagination.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I did a base for a session guy I know that was that way, but it was neck through. It was carved up like that.
Right.
But yeah, it wasn't a bolt on with a quarter
Like,
of an inch of meat
yeah.
to screw into.
Look at it the wrong way.
Yeah, there is also that. So whenever I got the base that we're talking about, first thing I did was look at the back of it just to make sure. I was like, okay. I grabbed it and it was thick, and I was like, but I thought there wasn't anything there, and I was like, oh, they fixed it. Cool. Hit him up, and he's like, dude, I am so excited that this base might actually be good. So hold on, let me get hell up. Oh, where
I
you at?
actually have a question for you guys too. You would have a good answer to this. Let me grab something.
So this is that base, right? This is that, right? And then they fixed it to where it's like this now.
I see. Just now you got to stay away from those high frets, or your hand has to be like banana hands.
Yeah. It actually plays pretty nice.
That looks cool.
It looks the part. Not sure. Do you want to like do upgrades on this, man? Talking to Lobster, because if you threw a dark glass in here,
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool.
if you threw a dark glass,
You had to say it, Bully. You had to say it.
maybe some Aggie pickups or something. I don't know, man. It sounds good right now, though. I haven't done a lot of recording, but that's coming all this week because I'm off the whole week. Praise God. So all the stuff that I've been neglecting, like actually doing a full overview of the Archetype BTK5, just haven't, because strings. I got to put new strings on. I can't just be out here half stepping. So, and speaking of strings, Lobster, who do you go to for your strings?
Why, MJC Ironworks, offering the best strings in the business.
Shameless plug, shameless plug. Back to you, Tim. Just practicing for TV if I ever get there.
So, question for you guys:
What's up?
what if a bass had a neck joint like that?
What?
I mean,
So-
that's cool. Is that set neck?
It's set, yeah. So I've been thinking about trying that instead of bolt on. I know some guys like to pull the neck off and do whatever to it,
It makes me nervous, man.
but I'm also in the guitar world, obviously, so I'm used to necks not coming off in about half the guitars I have. But
Okay.
it's obviously way smoother, and you can access the high pickups. And it's, you know, at least as strong as 6-bolt, if not more.
Yeah.
Now turn that thing over. Let me see the front.
I
It's a
think
guitar.
so.
Yeah, that's a guitar.
Yeah,
It's
but
got a
here,
little piece
great.
of reclaimed diamond plate, tread plate for the pick guard,
that's pretty
and a
sweet.
coil split, and 1 volume and 3-way.
Hey, man, I can respect it. I'm not a guitar player, but I can respect it. I don't think I've seen that one. I didn't expect that color.
Well, I keep them in different tunings, so we haven't played a song in that tuning lately. Otherwise, you'd see it. But
Oh man, let's see. What are y'all talking about? Model that he wants, and then he's talking about the attitude bass is
Mhm.
4K. He's done a lot
Yeah,
of
they're between
breakdown.
like $2,000 and $4,000, dependent, because they just came out with an anniversary one.
yeah,
For the money, you know what I'm gonna say that Burgundy Miss Manador is still on reverb.
Yeah, I know, and they dropped the price on it. And, don't say that. Don't remind me.
Yes, yes, it is Purdy. It definitely
Pretty.
is.
it's like
Oh
a
yeah.
genius chose all the colors and specs.
Man, listen. I don't know who that is. I lie. It's me. Uh, yeah. Let's see. I would literally rip the neck off the red sub.
Oh yeah,
They're talking about
yeah.
that is a bit silly. Oh man.
Yeah, right.
Everybody flipped out.
Yeah,
Everybody flipped out about the neck
Just the
joint.
truss rod, and it does a flip.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, fixed. That is a feature.
So this is the response to what I think your guitar is when you showed about the set neck thing.
Because like most Fender style guitars seem to default to bolt on.
It stocks on backwards though.
What do you mean? That's the regular way, right?
Russell's a crazy man.
Or does he
Yeah.
he wants the backers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I would just tune it wrong every time if I had it. I got
Dude,
nothing against it.
every time I have was it my Reverend Michel and the Solar AB 2.4 or whatever. Both of them have the reverse headstocks, and tuning it up every time. It's like a 5-minute ordeal where it should just be like 20 seconds, but then I'm like, shit, that's the wrong string. Nope, back to okay, back to the first one. Start over here. Nope.
Man, okay, so we're talking about tuning, right? And the reason why I haven't brought this bass to Life Church is because it's a headless bass and I don't have a stand that goes on the ground, so I haven't brought it. Trying to tune this thing and go against your natural feeling to do this,
You're just like
Dude.
whiff.
man, like I was like, all right,
Headstock sold separately.
Now I had to like figure how does one play said note and then turn the twisty thingy. It was an ordeal, dude. It was a thing. Yeah, it plays great though. Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to be shipping you back your equipment because you don't have the bass guitar that's on your freaking intro.
True, even though the bass that's playing in the intro is the Michel.
Really?
Right there.
Hey, Lobster, can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Do you have Goldie?
Yeah, like Goldie, my Stingray.
No, the one that you did. It was the 3 pickup one. Is that the same one with the lobster claw? Switch?
Oh no, that's my Strat. That's not a gold bass. That's
Okay, so you do have a gold bass though, right? with a gold pickup. You thought you had gold strings.
Oh yeah, that one. That's the it has a P bass, an active MEC P bass pickup, and a stacked volume tone.
Can you go pick that one up? Because this idea is, Ben, this is what I was thinking, and I didn't want to do it because it would be excessive. And I was like, and then he did it, and I was like, but I kind of like it. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Right?
Yeah, Ormeth body, Ormeth neck, empty headstock right now. It sounds good though. Let me plug her in real quick.
I was like, man.
Baseball bat neck. Telly style neck. It's huge.
So here's a question: which one is bigger, the Glary or that one?
It's close. Might be this. This is a huge neck, dude.
So Ben, we both got, like, I would assume at the same time, like, the cheapest bass you can get besides DIY bases on the internet, and it's from this company called Glary. And surprisingly, stock, it actually sounds good.
Okay.
Surprisingly, only thing that was difference is it's a freaking forearm as a neck, and that's on the jazz bass and also the P bass. Same neck, forearm. So
what is what you get.
Yeah, I mean, but
a monoprice guitar was given to me, and that thing had the thinnest neck ever. I mean, you could just bend it with your hand like that. It was insane.
oh man,
and the frets were like little razor blades all the way down the side.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. But you're a luthier, so you could probably made that awesome. But
oh yeah, I did a full setup on it and gave it to a guy. I changed one of the pickups. It actually sounded passable.
Passable.
I mean, it wasn't. It's a $99 guitar. What are you gonna do?
I mean, yeah.
The
so
fact that you can put a guitar together that plays for $99, like somebody didn't get paid.
Hey, some of the Harley Bentons, that the Stingray thing is $120, and that's a nice instrument. Like,
yeah, I got a 50s P bass that's real nice, and then what's the other one? I have a double humbucker situation that's kind of trying to imitate Music Man with the 5-way switch. It has that. And that one actually plays pretty good too. So the P bass is like 119, and then the double humbucker one was like 193 when I got it. And it surprised me. I was expecting, give me a piece of wood, throw some strings on it, I could slap it. That's fine. But it actually was fun to play. Not as fun as my bass, but if I didn't have my bass, I'd be okay. I lie. I wouldn't. I'd always want it. But it's okay. So yeah. Let's see. Somebody else thinks that the Strat bass is epic.
Yep, that's back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Freylands. We need to do more of that. I like.
Let's talk about your bass. That thing is transparent as hell. Fleece. I redid my Glary and shaved the neck. That's an idea.
Will it still be straight? That's the question. I might have to refret it.
Dude, I told you that bass is win, dude. Oh man, here we go. Hofner. Is it Horner?
No,
Honer.
Okay. So what was the travel bass you had?
Travel bass, that piece of crap was a Hofner. Like, the low end Chinese crap is like so bad, and people are like, "Ooh, I'm Paul McCartney." Oh, Hofner. It's like, no, that's just a piece of like
paper mache or something, right?
Particle board.
Yeah,
that'll hold up over time.
I was tempted to do like a comparison between the cheap like violin basses because you have the Epiphone one, Harley Benton does one,
Mhm.
and then look at like one of those $300 Hofners. But I'm like, I don't want to subject myself to that that kind of punishment. What have I done to deserve this?
So, yeah, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna give you this. One thing that I did not expect coming. This is kind of changing gears. I never expected to have a fretless bass at my disposal for right now and actually like it like a lot. Like I had to put it up so that I don't play it all the time, type stuff. And then also that it would sound that good slapping on it. Because yes, I did slap a fretless bass because I slap everything. I slap a guitar, I slap a violin, I slap people.
I believe all of it.
That Sire's nice, man. That Sire's
It's-
so nice. I think the V5 is the best bass they make, like hands down. I know they have their nicer bases, like your V10, your V11, V9, or whatever, and your V7 and V3. But the V7, it has two big problems, like I said, which are the V3 and the V5, which are
cheaper.
the V3 it sounds like a V7. Like what's the difference? Oh, you have a little nicer neck and stuff. Like still same preamp. Like who cares?
Yeah.
And then the V5 is just like a nicer feeling instrument all around. Like the roasted neck, passive electronics. It's like all you need for a jazz bass.
Yeah. I did ask that question so I can segue to this. Have you ever made a fretless guitar or fretless bass, Ben?
Well, I've modded them. I did an old Stingray for a buddy of mine.
So you
Switched it.
defretted it or Interesting. So what's that process go like?
I used to try to get the frets out without damaging the fingerboard, which is the tricky part. And then you put a almost like inlay in the fret slots because he wanted markers. So they just had white, like almost binding material in all the fret slots.
Okay.
And then reset it up, I know I also there's one trick, I didn't do it on his, I just did an oil finish, but some guys will like float super glue across it and smooth it out so that the fingerboard's hard enough to keep from getting gouged up by the strings.
Or get flats. Ideally, just get flats.
Now, I gotta say, Ben, I really like your headstock design, and I like how it shows the wood pattern of the the multi-piece neck, how the two Purple Heart pieces show through. Have you ever considered doing replacement necks,
I have
just like
a little bit.
Fender spec or Music Man spec?
The hard part there is the licensing. Like, say, Warmoth, for example, licenses the design so that they can do, like, replacement ones that are, have their headstock shape exactly.
Right. Well, I mean, have your headstock, because, I mean, I like your jazz bass, what's it called? The Praz? Is that what we called it? I like that headstock design on there. Like, I'd mess with that for, like, if I bought a neck or something, I'd throw that on something.
I think if I did CNC work, I would probably do a lot more of that. But since I do it all the old-fashioned way, they would have to be too expensive. People who wants a boutique half a guitar.
eBay body, $600 neck. Woo!
Yeah.
Why is this thing neck dive like this, man? I can't understand it. I put counterweights on the back end of this thing and everything.
I bought the densest plywood I could find.
Yeah.
It's 50. Well, I was gonna make fun of it, but we actually created really good bases out of nothing. So yeah, I was gonna make fun of it. Okay, $50 body, $60 neck. Throw some Seymour Duncans in it. Go for it.
That's the thing about instruments is you never know when it's gonna have mojo or not. It's weird.
Yeah, it
It
was.
doesn't seem to be related to I played some lame ass expensive guitars.
Yeah, dude, I went and did the tour at Gibson in Memphis, right? And of course, it's going to be set up like this. There's nothing but Les Pauls and like two basses in the whole factory, like showroom floor. It's just $7,000 guitars, two basses, a big freaking 8x10 cab, Ampeg head, and you got two basses. And it's just like Marshall cabs all the way around the freaking wall. I was very upset. I was like, you know, you could have put a Thunderbird out here or something. No.
Yep.
It was a bad
No
time.
love.
Yeah, man. It's a bad time. I was like, SG, something, some type of bass, something. No.
Yeah.
I had what was the one that has the weird body shape? It was like a Steinberger or
Yeah.
it's
The
the
headless one?
weird the triangle.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
the
Bitch.
Steinberger.
Yeah. They had that out there. And then I think they had like it was like a hollow body bass with strings that was probably older than my baby on it.
Didn't they buy Tobias at some point?
Gibson,
Gibson?
yeah, Gibson bought Tobias Kramer back in what the early '90s or something, and just like let them dry.
Some random. And I saw it NAMM last year when that was a thing. That what's his name, Michael Tobias or whatever. He has a new independent company that he started, and the basses are awesome again.
Oh yeah, MTDs have been
Yeah.
around for a while. He's
Yeah.
he's doing awesome stuff. But a lot
Yeah.
of people still swear by the old Tobias's before he sold the company to Gibson, and then yeah, the ones that they're turning out now out of like China or wherever are like awful.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's MTD actually also has their own import line that's in house that are supposedly pretty good. It's hard to paint, you know, Chinese labor with a wide brush because I mean some places try to do it right, like
Yeah, they
rock-based
can do
Norway.
excellent work if you pay them.
Yeah, and that's what happened with that particular bass that we may have mentioned earlier. That it wasn't so good. It was a matter of
I didn't play it, but I was like,
lack of oversight and lack of, I guess, supervision. Where I've seen the control cavity of other models, and no two basses were wired alike for the same model. It was that inconsistent, and mine was the noisiest bass out of all these basses here. I have an '81 Ibanez Roadster that's known with the PJ setup and the active preamp from 1981, known for being a noisy bass, and like that's nowhere near as noisy as this particular bass was. It was bad.
Wow.
And these are super hyped.
yeah, and the company's supposed to be super substantial.
Put the S in substantial.
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 Yeah.
My base rock bottom though, in terms of like spending a lot of money and getting very little back, was early on in my bass life in high school. I saved up all my money, and I got a used as hell Alembic Series 1 from 1972. Thing weighed like 14 pounds, 18-volt circuit that also had like a special power plug that you could use that would do audio and power at the same time, but you needed this little transformer box that then would go to quarter inch and power from there. But it would be a single cable from that box into the base that would supply the audio signal and power. Innovative for the 70s, but ton of tones that you could get out of this thing. None of them usable. It was like, cool. Like, I don't want to sound like
a plethora of tones, but you can't use them on any
beg
song.
for a P bass after that, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, this is nice to take pictures of and say that I have an Alembic Series 1. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm like, no, I'm an idiot. Here, someone take this.
Someone who's just going to put it on the wall and not plug it in.
I mean, that could be some people. Yeah, well, you know. Strangest wood combination you've ever put together, Ben?
Oh man. Depends on your definition of strange, I guess.
Well, I never heard of purple heartwood before you, so that's pretty weird to me.
Purple Heart's good stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
heavy
it's.
and stiff and shut up. See
I
smoke
was like,
over
I was like, oh, wait a
there.
minute,
Well,
how's this gonna go?
she said all this.
Sorry,
No,
mom.
Purple Heart's great. And it actually sounds a lot like Babinga, which is kind of a like African rosewood. And so when you put them together, it's not like combining a bunch of woods. Really, it's kind of they fit well. It fits well. Warwick
Okay.
deal. I mean, I have a base that's almost all that's neck through. No, Babinga and Purple Heart, and then it has a Babinga top on a walnut back. It weighs a ton,
Okay.
but it sounds good. It has two
Okay.
EMG humbuckers in it. It's a
So let me
super
ask you
long
this.
scale. That's my like hard rock bass. It just has that angriness to it. It just
Have I
works.
seen this? Have I seen this
I
one?
don't know.
Do you
I,
get
I
a lot of your wood influence from Warwick?
some. I always liked their kind of hi-fi thing they had with a lot of mids, but um, but the weight. I understand why Corvettes are so small, because
Yeah.
that crap weighs a ton. But I like Fender too, so I built a lot of alder and ash. Just experimenting really. I mean, I've done Bacote, which is like Mexican rosewood, and that's pretty. I have a guitar. Actually, I have one right here. Just a second.
Oh, bigote, see? Not to
See.
be confused with bigote.
Stupid shot.
That's weird.
This one has a.
Oh, that's sick.
That has a soundboard.
That's
It has, like-
super nice.
Yeah,
Like-
he's got all the. It's gorgeous, dude.
all the.
Stop
at the
showing that off so
stripes.
casually.
That's like blood.
See what I'm
wood.
saying?
Slower.
This
Slower.
is, thanks.
It's freaking great, and he's just like, just whatever.
That's,
We just slap this
Bloodwood's one of my
together.
new favorites because it's like one of the hardest woods. It's hard to work with because it dulls your tools really fast. But I mean,
What is
crap
that?
stiff. It's called bloodwood. That's the natural color of it. It's just red,
Wow.
but it's that deep red color naturally, and it works great because you can use some of this flame maple that's not as stiff and
Mhm.
keep it real stable with that. That looks cool, but
All right,
And
so he's not gonna do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this just so y'all for sure can see his work. This dude here, man, look at this.
oops, chair sucks. Sorry.
So okay, you got my baby right here, right?
Oh, there,
My-
there's that one.
Got my baby, right? This is the one that he just showed. Look at this,
That
dude.
telly with the pick guard's interesting because it's got a Graftech Ghost acoustic system in it. You can't tell by looking at it, but it's got
So-
a.
Okay.
I like that. I like that accent.
Look at
on
that.
the headstock.
It's
Yeah.
like carved off the side. But that has a that's got a battery box in it too. But it has acoustic pickups. There's a pickup in each saddle, so you can switch it, and it sounds like a plugged-in acoustic for real. When you throw a little mini toggle, and you can blend the acoustic sound with the magnetic pickups, or select one or the other. So use a TRS cable, and you put a Y cable on the end of it, like an insert cable, and then you go to a DI on one. But if you're using like a Helix or a Vax Effects or something, you just build an acoustic patch, and it sounds legit.
That's crazy, dude.
That one's a baritone. That Les Paul looking one right
Which
there.
one?
Right.
This one?
Yeah, see what I'm pointing at? The one on the right. In this, yeah,
He's like that one. That one.
I'm not used to all this technology.
Here, I'm clicking on my screen. Can you see my pointer?
Can you see? Yeah, I'm touching it.
I'm clicking.
Oh man.
That's African mahogany.
Ooh.
It's heavier than Honduran, but yeah, that one's a set neck too.
That just looks good, man. I didn't know I would be into that, and I like how it contrasts. You turn it over, you don't expect that to
The
be the
natural
back
back.
of it.
That
Yeah, you
top
don't expect
looks
that.
like
It's crazy.
Looks
$400
like-
piece of maple.
a great power it tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one's
or
good.
Kool-Aid. Yeah, that was a good description, dude. That looks like how great it tastes. Dang, I like it. Yeah, man. So this was me geeking out over his past work and getting excited because I didn't see the whole thing come together, but all I had as far as bases goes.
Oh,
Ooh,
there's
I
that
haven't
base.
seen this.
Again, you can't see me pointing on the right. That's that one I was talking about.
Oh,
Let's get in there and see what it's about. I wish I could make it big. Oh yeah.
Hit the 4-way arrow button. It should full
Yeah.
screen.
Oh
Ooh,
snap.
And then
no,
you
Yeah.
come back.
there you go.
All right. Okay. That looks nice, dude.
Shape reminds me of Merlot.
Mm. I saw a guy had a custom shop Jackson that was that shape, and I liked it, so I stole it.
All right. So this little booty dip here. That's interesting. Just a little dimple.
Just a little something.
Yeah, you know. Let's go on to the
That
next one.
thing's got
Jeez.
2 battery boxes that are laying flat. That's the way.
Hey, you hold on. I wasn't done looking at this other one.
So that's 7-piece neck through Babinga and Purple Heart, and then that's walnut on the sides. The back of the sides is walnut.
So let me ask you this. You putting together multi-plies and stuff like that. What so it's supposed to like help with the stiffness of the neck to keep it from warping
Well,
and stuff?
it also counteracts. So if you take a piece of wood and you split it and you flip one piece over, if it wants to bow, it mirrors itself. So it kind of pushes against itself instead of warping like this or that. And you're taking the wood, instead of being flat sawn, you're putting it up on the edge, which is stiffer this way. So it's like having a quarter saw neck plus that counteracting type of thing. So it's just a lot more stable and stiff. You don't need like graphite rods and stuff like that, or carbon fiber rods.
Interesting.
You kind of have a different problem. Like some of the ones I've done with a lot of neck laminations like that have dual truss rods because you can't bend it with one. You'll just fight it. It's like you try to move the neck and it won't move. So it better be straight to get from the get go.
Cranking on it with an Allen key.
But
All right.
But anyway, that one's a super long scale with 24 frets. It's kind of weird, but
Oh, dude. That's
See
interesting.
an LEL signature.
huh?
All right, so I got questions.
What do you, oh, you got questions for that one?
Yeah, I got questions about this one. Oh, hold on. I just now caught what you said. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Do that. Dude, go ahead and make that happen, Lobster.
The LEL signature, low and lobster.
Yeah.
Gonna get all the base tubers here.
I feel like it's got to be red for reasons I can't.
Why
I don't
would
know.
you say
Just
that?
feel
I mean, look at the background.
So there's a lot.
I just had a screw with bully, put in blue.
All right. So what is this? What's happening here?
That I'm actually working on another one of those right now, but without the flames.
Interesting.
It's a overwound, like a hot telly bridge pickup, a vintage style Strat reverse polarity reverse wound center, and then a P90 vintage P90
Okay.
style
And
in the
then
neck,
it toggles
and then
this.
5-way. And then it's got a phone and a kill switch because that's what the prototype has. That, and this gentleman wanted that as well. So you can do that.
So you can just like
stutter when you're playing real tasteful stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's just like the flames are just dye, so it's like it's masked off and then dyed with the color, and then the black on the other side of the line, and then clear, so that the flame is all just the wood.
It's interesting. All right.
Not
Check
for
out the.
everyone stylistically, but
It's cool. And that's
and
it in action.
that's who it was for.
Dope. It looks cool. Look at that.
Mm.
Yeah, that has become over the years my favorite combo. It sounds good on basses and guitars, and it doesn't move, and you can do the oil finish without getting dinged up because the wood's hard enough to hold its own.
Yeah, man. It's a good time.
The problem is now Babinga, I think, is the logging is restricted, so the price is skyrocketing right now.
Oh no!
So I might have
I
to
always
find.
liked the Bubinga wood on the Warwicks because if there was ever a ding on it, like it was always fun talking down Guitar Center, be like, "Oh yeah, there's a ding here, oh look at that, oh painful, bro." They go home, you take your wet T-shirt to the soldering iron, iron that right out.
Yeah, right.
Good as new.
Yep.
I got a thumb neck through in high school for $1,200.
Nice. Yeah,
Ooh.
I
All right.
pulled one over on them a couple times on some gear, used gear. That way, this thing's jacked up, man.
It's completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on here?
That is all Bartolini Electronics. Blend Volume 3 band, I believe,
Okay.
with a J and a Music Man, obviously.
Yeah. And then what is it like? Active, passive, and
Those
then
are there's
frequency?
active passive switch and a mid switch.
It's
Okay.
the
So it is
100
like
to 250 hertz, right?
I believe. So,
yes. I'm thinking it's like the Ibanez 506 or where they have that set up where it's like two switches. One does just like the three different frequencies and then the active passive.
If
Type.
this is the preamp I'm thinking of, this is the NTMB preamp. Is that the one? The
I wanna
V
say it
Bartolini
is.
preamp that they throw at everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lakelands used to use though. That's a solid preamp. Does it have the dip switches in the cavity for? No,
Mhm.
because it has the switch.
Oh, yeah, it has a switch. It does have. It has trimmer pots to level out the gain with the passive.
gain,
so when you
right,
switch,
right.
it doesn't drop. Yeah.
That's a looker, man.
Yeah.
That's nice. Look at these inlays, bro. I'm just not zooming in. Doggone it. Let me get over there. I want to get over there. Oh, I hate you so hard. Look at that.
Yeah, he wanted a little.
I like that.
That's
low
cool,
on
dude.
there. Abalone blocks.
Now I'm noticing the thickness of the body. Is that like a semi, like a hollowed out or chambered body?
It is chambered, but he wanted Babinga on the back of the body as well, so that bad boy's heavy.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
chambered, but it's still heavy, especially
Yeah.
with that upper bout being so solid.
Yeah.
But that one was tricky to do because I had to lay that's a 3/8 thick flame top over the top of that the neck through, so you can't see the neck through on the top, and fitting that around the end of the neck of the fingerboard is not fun.
Yeah.
It's possible, but
Yeah, man. I like how you color blended the whole thing. Like you cut it, put it in there, and then like painted it around. That's really clean.
thanks. That was a fun. That one sounds great. He actually uses that one on sessions mostly, just because of the weight. But he played it live for a while. But
Ugh, look at that. It's good times.
it's fun.
Yeah.
That's the thing about wood combinations and stuff is you gotta definitely take the weight into account.
So anybody that's watching that's interested in ordering something from Archetype Guitars, you have his contact information down here at the bottom. Put your name, subject, what you want, and then start your conversation back and forth.
And there's a, if you go up above those photos, there's a little link right there. Has a
Where?
below that right there, the options list. There's kind of a sheet
Oh,
that helps you get started of like what the, you can do anything you want. I mean, almost anything's possible. Maybe not
You can have
advisable, but
whatever you
possible.
like.
you
Yeah,
had to go there, lobster. You had to go there.
yeah. Well, it's like
Jeez, dude.
you can deviate far from the standard, bass designs, guitar bass designs that already exist, but there's a lot of things that we like about the guitars and basses the way they are. So if you deviate too far, you may be like, well, this is weird, because you're used to something different. So it's
But
these are
Cody,
kind of the
fretboard. Oh, that's the, like a rosewood. Okay,
yeah, but like that one Firebird looking one is.
okay.
But I mean, you can do anything, any off. You can pretty much do a fingerboard out of.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
All this stuff, dude. All
there's
these
a lot. That's
options.
that's why when you're like, let's do a bass, I'm like, I have 900 questions for you.
You did literally say that
Yeah,
to me. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, man. Just like make it awesome, yo.
that's the
Just
thing.
go
Like you
for
read through that list, and you're like, man, I know what I want. That's the hard.
it. Yeah.
Because usually, you can choose from a list of very narrowed down stuff. So it it can be choice overload. That's why my next thing is to do a few models that are pretty standardized, and then if
Yeah.
you want to do something that's great, but there's some stuff that's like, here's what I think is good, or what
Uh,
Bully thinks is good, or whatever.
he's like, oh, yeah, me. Take my money. No.
You too, huh?
Is that Steve's bass?
It
Yeah.
is. Hey, Chance, what's up?
Chance is another Life Church musician. Real cool dude. Uh, Russell is going in on his comments. He's just typing. His fingers tearing it down. Oh man, I wasn't even paying attention. I was really looking at the basses and guitars and stuff.
So is he. Now look what happened.
Yeah. Oh man, let's see. It's a hundred another Maple, completely made of Maple. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, man. So I do not want to keep you here for 3 hours because I can literally talk about what you do all night long. And me and Lobster, we talk like this when we're not live. So I do want to take the time to thank you for being able to drop in at a bass hang, and I'm trying to nudge him into doing his own YouTube stuff so I can jump into his world as the bass player.
Come and play better than me, please.
And also, I want to be doing a little bit more videotaping, kind of updating as to where the next iteration is going. So, man, if you have footage, go ahead and that to me and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this bass hang here. Y'all hang out. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Thank you again to Ben from Archetype. Low and Lobster is always a pleasure, my man. This has been fun.